Once upon a time, in a large garden filled with colorful flowers, there lived a small bee. She wasn't big, she was not powerful, but she was hardworking. Every morning she flew from flower to flower, collecting nectar. She carried it carefully back to the hive. Her work helped the hive survive and grow. From the outside, her life looked normal, but inside she was always worried. The bee lived among many insects. Some worked hard like her, some only watched. Among them was a fly. The fly never collected nectar. He never helped the hive. He spent his time sitting on leaves, observing others and talking. If one day the honey was a little less, the fly would say, "You didn't work properly today." If a small drop of honey fell by mistake, he laughed and said, "You are always careless." If the bee stopped for a short rest, the fly mocked her. These words were small, but they happened every day. The bee didn't want anyone to misunderstand her. She didn't want anyone to hate her. So every time the fly spoke, she explained herself. She said, "I didn't do it on purpose. I was tired today. It was just a small mistake." She believed that if she explained clearly, others would understand her intentions. Days passed. The bee kept working hard, but the comments never stopped. The fly didn't listen to her reasons. They waited for the next mistake. Slowly, the bee started explaining even before being asked. She feared silence. She feared misunderstanding. Over time, her wings still moved, but her mind felt heavy. While flying, she worried about mistakes. While resting, she worried about judgment. Even at night, her thoughts didn't stop. Her body worked, but her peace disappeared. No matter how much effort she gave, one small mistake erased everything. She felt like she was always being watched, always being judged. Her life became stressful. She felt small. One evening, after a long day, the bee sat alone on a leaf. Her wings were tired. Her heart felt heavy. She whispered to herself, "Why is my life like this? Why do I have to explain everything? Why does one mistake matter more than all my effort?" She felt useless. She wondered if this was her life forever. The next day, while carrying nectar, a small amount of honey spilled. It was not serious, but the fly noticed. They laughed loudly and said, "Again, you never learned." The bee opened her mouth to explain. The words came naturally, but suddenly she stopped. For the first time, she didn't speak immediately. She stayed silent. At first, the silence felt uncomfortable, but slowly it felt calm. That evening, an old bee from the hive approached her. His wings were worn, but his eyes were peaceful. He asked gently, "Why do you look tired even after working so hard?" The bee paused. Then she told him everything, the taunts, the explaining, the fear. The old bee listened quietly. Then she said, "You are not tired because of work. You are tired because you are trying to control what others think." He continued, "You aren't explaining your value to someone who does not build anything. A fly cannot understand honey. He lives on noise, not creation." The bee realized something important. She was not weak. She was seeking approval. She thought explaining would protect her, but it was draining her. Days passed. The bee worked quietly. She still made mistakes, but she corrected them silently and moved on. Her energy returned. Her mood improved. The fly tried to provoke her, but without reaction. His words lost meaning. Slowly, he faded into the background. Other bees noticed the change. The bee was calm, focused. Her work spoke for her. No explanations, no defense, just consistency. This story is not about a bee. It is about life. When you explain too much, you give others control over your peace. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. Stopped explaining herself. Chose peace over approval. And that changed everything. Those who matter will understand. Those who don't never will. Not every emotion can be put into words. Have you ever found yourself tired of explaining things over and over again that you never wanted to do? Or that the more you explain, the more people doubt you? If you are someone who justifies your actions, hoping that people will understand your heart, then you are wrong. Don't explain yourself to others.